Welcome to the channel. Each morning offers a new chance to shape your mind, mood, and mindset for the rest of the day. The first few hours after waking up set the foundation for your mental clarity, emotional balance, and overall well-being. Most people underestimate how powerful their mornings can be. They rush, grab their phones, skip breakfast, and start their day in chaos, unaware that these small habits can determine how calm or anxious they'll feel for the next 16 hours. Creating mindful, purposeful morning habits is not just about productivity, it's about mental health. The way you start your day has a deep connection with how your brain functions, how resilient you feel, and how you process emotions. Science shows that your morning routine can either prime your brain for focus and happiness or overload it with stress before you even leave the house. When you wake up, your brain transitions from deep rest to high activity. During this window, it's especially sensitive to whatever you feed it, whether that's light, movement, or thought. The mind works like a sponge in the morning, absorbing information and setting emotional tones. If the first thing you do is scroll through your phone, you're flooding your brain with notifications, comparisons, and stress signals that can linger all day. But if you begin your morning with calm, focus, and care, your brain responds with clarity, creativity, and peace. A healthy mind thrives on predictability and positive stimulation. That's why building the right morning habits is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to protect and strengthen mental health. The first habit that defines a healthy mind is waking up at a consistent time. Your brain and body operate on a circadian rhythm, a 24-hour biological clock that controls sleep, hormone release, digestion, and mood. When you wake up and sleep at the same time daily, your brain learns to anticipate when it should be alert and when it should rest. This regularity improves memory, mood, and cognitive performance. People who wake up at irregular times often feel groggy, anxious, or mentally scattered because their internal clock is misaligned. So one of the most powerful things you can do for your mental clarity is simply to respect your body's timing. Go to bed and wake up around the same hour every day, even on weekends. Your mind loves stability, and this one discipline can do wonders for your emotional balance. Another essential morning habit for a healthy mind is exposing yourself to natural sunlight within the first hour of waking. Sunlight triggers the release of serotonin, the brain's feel-good chemical, and helps regulate melatonin, which controls your sleep-wake cycle. When light enters your eyes, it signals your brain to stop producing sleep hormones and start energizing your system. This small action immediately lifts your mood, enhances alertness, and reduces the risk of depression. Step outside, open your windows, or take a brief walk in the sunlight. Even 5 minutes of morning light can reset your brain's chemistry, making you feel more awake and mentally balanced. Right after waking, hydration is another simple but critical ritual. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your brain and body are dehydrated. Drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning helps rehydrate your cells, improve blood flow to the brain, and enhance concentration. The brain is 75% water, and even mild dehydration can impair memory and mood. Adding lemon to your water gives you a gentle vitamin C boost and kickstarts digestion. Hydrating before caffeine helps you wake up naturally, preventing the crash that often follows a cup of coffee on an empty stomach. It's a small step, but your mind feels sharper and calmer when your body is properly hydrated. A healthy morning routine also involves intentional breathing. Deep, slow breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, calming your mind and reducing anxiety. When you take a few minutes to breathe, consciously inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling slowly, you signal your brain that you're safe and centered. This lowers cortisol levels, the primary stress hormone, and increases oxygen supply to your brain, improving focus and creativity. Starting your day with breathing exercises, even for just 2 or 3 minutes, can dramatically shift your mental state from chaos to calm. Movement is another key pillar of a mentally strong morning. Exercise doesn't have to mean an intense gym session. A gentle stretch, yoga flow, or brisk walk can stimulate endorphins, boost serotonin, and enhance blood circulation to the brain. Physical activity in the morning improves mood, energy, and mental sharpness throughout the day. Exercise also reduces the symptoms of depression and anxiety by changing brain chemistry. It literally trains your brain to be happier and more resilient. Even a 10-minute movement routine can create a mental glow that lasts for hours. The key is consistency, not intensity. Meditation, too, is one of the most powerful morning practices for mental clarity. When you sit quietly and observe your breath, thoughts, or sensations, you strengthen the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for focus, self-control, and decision-making. Meditation reduces activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear center, helping you respond to stress with calm instead of panic. It trains your mind to stay present, which improves concentration and emotional regulation. Even 5 minutes of mindfulness meditation in the morning can rewire your brain for peace and resilience. Over time, meditators experience less anxiety, sharper memory, and greater emotional stability. Journaling is another underrated habit that nourishes a healthy mind. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, or goals in the morning clears mental clutter and helps you process emotions before the day begins. It's like decluttering your brain. Journaling also strengthens self-awareness, which is key to emotional intelligence. When you write about gratitude or positive intentions, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the same chemicals linked with happiness and motivation. Over time, this simple act helps reprogram your mind to focus on what's good instead of what's missing. It's a powerful way to train your brain for optimism and resilience. Another habit that fuels mental health is practicing gratitude first thing in the morning. Gratitude shifts your attention away from stress and scarcity toward abundance and appreciation. Research shows that regularly expressing gratitude changes brain structure, increasing activity in areas associated with joy and empathy. Taking just 60 seconds to list 3 things you're thankful for, like your health, your loved ones, or even the sunrise, can transform your emotional tone for the day. It makes your brain more resistant to negative thinking and helps you feel centered and content, even in difficult situations. Mindful eating is another morning ritual that supports a healthy mind. Many people rush through breakfast or skip it entirely, but your brain needs nourishment to function at its best. A balanced breakfast rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fat stabilizes blood sugar and prevents energy crashes. Foods like oats, eggs, nuts, and fruits provide steady fuel for concentration and mood. Avoiding processed sugar in the morning keeps your mind stable and focused. Eating slowly, savoring each bite, and being aware of the textures and flavors of your food enhance your connection to the present moment, a skill that carries over into every area of your life. Limiting technology during the first hour of your day is one of the most important habits for mental peace. When you check your phone immediately, you hand over control of your attention to others. Notifications, messages, and news trigger stress responses before your brain is ready to handle them. Creating a tech-free zone in the first hour after waking allows your mind to wake up naturally, without being bombarded by information. Replace screen time with quiet reflection, light movement, or meaningful conversation. This one change can reduce anxiety, improve focus, and give your brain space to think clearly. Listening to uplifting music, a podcast, or affirmations in the morning can also shape your mindset. Sound has a direct impact on the brain's emotional centers. Positive words or melodies stimulate dopamine release, improving mood and motivation. Repeating affirmations like, "I am calm," "I am focused," or "today will be a good day" reprograms your subconscious mind, especially when done in the morning when the brain is most suggestible. This practice builds confidence and emotional resilience, helping you approach challenges with optimism rather than fear. Spending a few minutes in silence or solitude before the day begins can be deeply healing for your mind. We live in a world full of noise, constant talking, notifications, and distractions. Silence gives your brain time to rest and reset. It strengthens your ability to listen to your thoughts, process emotions, and find clarity. Many great thinkers, from artists to entrepreneurs, credit morning solitude for their creativity and peace of mind. Even sitting quietly with a cup of tea or watching the sunrise can have a grounding effect that carries throughout the day. Planning your day mindfully is another practice that clears mental clutter. Writing down your top priorities and scheduling them gives your mind direction and reduces decision fatigue. The brain loves order. When you have a clear plan, you waste less energy worrying about what to do next. Morning planning doesn't have to be long, just a few minutes to review your goals, appointments, or intentions can set the tone for focus and calm productivity. It's not about perfection, but about being intentional. Making your bed every morning may seem trivial, but it's a small act that signals accomplishment to your brain. This simple task activates a sense of order and control, which improves confidence and discipline. Starting your day with completion, no matter how small, creates momentum that spills over into everything else. Research even shows that people who make their beds regularly report feeling happier and more productive throughout the day. Taking a few minutes each morning to visualize your ideal day is another powerful mental exercise. Visualization activates the same neural pathways as real experience. When you imagine yourself calm, confident, and focused, your brain prepares your body to act that way. Athletes and successful people use visualization to enhance performance and mindset. You can do it too. Imagine yourself handling challenges smoothly, speaking with confidence, or feeling peaceful during the day. This primes your brain for positive outcomes and trains your subconscious to seek them. A healthy morning also involves connecting with something greater than yourself, whether it's prayer, meditation, or simply reflecting on your purpose. Spiritual or reflective moments give your mind meaning, which reduces anxiety and increases resilience. Studies show that people with a sense of purpose or spiritual practice experience less depression and greater life satisfaction. Taking a few moments to breathe, reflect, or express gratitude grounds your mind and reminds you what truly matters before the rush of the day begins. Fresh air and nature exposure are also powerful for mental health. Stepping outside, even briefly, connects you with the natural rhythm of the world. Nature lowers cortisol levels, calms overactive minds, and restores focus. A short morning walk surrounded by trees, plants, or even sunlight and open sky can do more for your mood than scrolling through your phone for hours. If you can't get outside, simply standing by a window and noticing the colors and sounds of morning can create a sense of peace and clarity. Taking care of your body's hygiene mindfully is another small but impactful habit. Brushing your teeth, washing your face, or showering with awareness can become meditative rituals if done consciously. Feeling fresh physically signals your brain that you're ready for a new day. Some people use cold showers in the morning to boost alertness and circulation. The shock of cold water triggers endorphin release, clears mental fog, and increases resilience. The goal isn't to rush through these tasks, but to use them as moments to awaken your senses and prepare your mind for the day ahead. So don't forget to subscribe. Stay inspired every morning, and keep your mind healthy and strong every single day.